Good evening, this is Kathy Opperman, and we're here live at R3 Wellness Center in Collegeville for episode 4 of Journey with Lisa. How you doing, Lisa?
Good.
Good, good. We have a guest, our first guest here that is back with us is, you will recognize from our first episode, and this is Joanne DeFrancesco. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You have some great things to talk to us about, a new business that you're doing, but how you were the inspiration for Lisa to try this lifestyle change, not a diet, because as of the show, you had lost, how much was it? Last time we were 115, I believe, right?
115.
And since then, which was 3 weeks ago, you've lost some more weight.
5 more.
5 more pounds. How about a round of applause for Joanne? So Joanne lost 5 more pounds, and she is going to talk to us about her new business. So let's do that first, and then we're going to get into how you're doing. Okay. Then we have 2 guests tonight. One is going to speak about Ayurveda. I don't even know if I can say that right, but I'm going to learn how to say that right. And acupuncture. And this is not just about weight management, but also just about getting your body in shape to combat your diseases and illnesses and to build your immune system. So let's start with Joanne. Tell us about your new business. What's it called?
The business is called The Transitional Closet. It was founded by myself and my partner, Nancy Satley. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here tonight. She had a prior commitment. We started the business probably, it was about 2 months ago. Nancy and I were idea people, and we worked together at our full-time jobs. And we were sitting together one day on a break, and I was just complaining about the fact that I spend so much money on clothes, and I have 4 different wardrobes right now, and just trying to figure out what I was going to do with all my clothes.
This is as you're going through your transition,
right?
With the changing of the pounds and changing.
Right. Because I started in a 4X top.
Okay.
And now I'm actually buying clothes in an extra large
tops.
And extra large.
Good for you. Good for you. That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
4X to an extra large.
In a regular department store, which feels great.
Good for you.
Not everything. Some of those extra larges still fit like shrink wrap.
You're still on your journey.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Absolutely.
So what do you do with, what are you doing? Are you gathering clothes from people?
Well, what we decided to do was to actually, when we had decided to start the business, it was necessitated by the fact that I was tired of spending money. And people kept saying, go to thrift stores, go to consignment stores. And, it just started the wheels rolling with Nancy and I a little bit. And we were sitting on break one day, and I said to her, there needs to be a place where you can just take all of your old clothes and not donate them, but be able to help somebody else that's in the same situation as you are. People that are tired of buying clothes, only to wear them for 3 weeks and then they no longer fit. So we looked at each other, and it was almost like we had this brainstorm at the same exact time, and I said to her, wow, what a concept. I said, all right, let's talk about this a little more. And our usual 15-minute break turned into about a half an hour break. By the time we were done, we had decided that we were going to open our business, and on the way back, I said to her, wow, what do you think of the Transitional Closet? And we high-fived each other, and that was the beginning of everything. And, we laughed the whole way back to work.
It's a great name. I love the name.
I do, too.
Hold on one second. We're having some audio difficulties. Do we need to turn up our volume? Yep, hold on one second.
Okay.
I've got to turn the gain up a little bit. Test check 1, 2. If anybody is online in the chat room, if you could say whether our audio is okay. We want to be sure that we're recording this, that you can hear. Can someone chat a little message there and let us know that it's okay? Are we good? Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. If at any time those of you who are online are not able to hear us, just type a message in our chat room. We have people monitoring our sound, and we will do our best to make it better. Just tell them what's going on, and they'll be doing some changing. And if I have to change something here, I will be happy to do that. So just let us know, okay? All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
We want to be sure we're heard on
Absolutely.
the recording.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk louder. That'll help too.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
All right.
So
what will women do? They'll just come in and have a selection of nice clothes? Are you going to take them from people and clean them? And
what we've been doing is we started putting feelers out there, and basically everything's by word of mouth and via our Facebook page. And what we do is we solicit anybody who has clothes starting at a size 12 all the way up to the biggest size, whatever you have in the closet, whatever you're trying to get yourself skinny down from. We're taking all those clothes, we're washing them, we're hanging them, we're tagging them, we're putting sizes and prices on them, and prices that people can afford. A lot of our clothes that we're getting, a lot of the things that I put into the closet myself, still have tags on them.
Okay.
But we understand the fact that everybody needs help when they're in this transition, because it's not just emotional, and it's not just a physical thing, but it's the desire to want to look good and look your best all the time. And going from transition from larger sizes into small, when you get something, even though it's not new, it's new to you. And hopefully going down that next size, and Lisa was telling me about, she thinks she's ready to go down to the next size top.
Good for you.
It's a great feeling. And I noticed her shirt was big.
We specifically wore this shirt. You wore it, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
just to show
for the show, and
show
it
how
is now like really baggy.
Baggy is good.
Yeah.
And maybe what we'll do is we'll keep this top as a showpiece for Lisa, and we won't sell it. We're just going to keep it hanging up there so that every time she comes to shop at the Transitional Closet, she's going to see what she stepped away from and what she put herself into.
Won't that be fun?
Yeah.
I'll look forward to you buying something of mine.
There you go.
I have some cool stuff you're going to like.
Nice. So where can people find information? You haven't really opened a location yet.
Right.
You're going to be doing a live event soon, and people can come and they can purchase on site.
Correct.
You're going to announce that, and should people go to your Facebook page right now?
Yeah, if they go to the Transitional Closet, that's our site right now. We're in web design right now, but there's a few things that we're trying to work out. So right now we're just communicating via Facebook. But the premise of the Transitional Closet is you let us know when you have clothes that you're ready to get rid of. We get them, we launder them, and then we give you a 20% off coupon for your purchase when you come to the Transitional Closet events. If you refer somebody, you get an additional 5% off. So the more you give us, the more people you send to us to donate to us, the more you're going to be able to shop and come away with things that are really going to make you feel special. Right now, I think we're close to 100 items.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
I can no longer walk into my spare room because I have one part of my room is piled.
Awesome.
Probably about 8 feet tall.
Awesome.
So it's getting exciting.
How about the website or the Facebook page? What is it called?
It's just called
it's
just the Transitional Closet.
The Transitional Closet.
Transitional Closet on
Okay,
Facebook.
so facebook.com/the Transitional Closet.
Correct.
So how's our audio? Is anybody hearing okay? The Transitional Closet. Are we good, or do we need to turn something up? We're good. Okay. So that is very, very exciting. So how about a round of applause for Joanne and her new business? So one thing, journeying to manage your weight has now led you to another new business. So excellent. Great job.
Thank you.
So while you're here, I just want to share what's going on with Lisa. If you remember last week, Lisa had lost inches. She's lost a total of 9 pounds in just 3 full weeks, right? Because this is our 4th episode. The first
July
episode.
15th was our first episode.
Okay. So in this past week, you actually gained a half a pound. Just a half a pound. But we measured you last week, and when we cumulatively add all of the inches, you lost 18 inches. 18 inches.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Now, you said something on your way here. Your mom was driving with you. What did she say to you in the car? She said, Lisa,
your stomach's not touching the steering wheel anymore.
Your stomach's not touching the steering wheel anymore. Then did you notice that?
Yeah. When she pointed it out. I mean, I've noticed I'm down a bra size.
Okay.
My clothes are like very baggy. Like I think I'm ready to go down a shirt size.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to lose it in my stomach, but like I'm losing it all up here.
Well,
and my jeans are starting to get baggy.
Okay. Well, you lost an inch in your upper arm, 7 inches in your waist, which is probably why you're not bumping into the steering wheel. Okay. an inch in your hips. Your thigh is down 8 inches. Now, I don't know whether we didn't measure exactly in the same spot or not, but even if it's 6 or 8, that's tremendous. So how is she, like, she gained a pound, Joanne, but she lost all those inches. How's that possible?
You know, I can't attest to, you know, the metabolics that are behind that, but you know, your body starts to adjust to the different eating habits. So, you know, your body is repositioning itself basically, and you're going to start to notice that, you know, you're going to have weeks where you're not going to lose any weight. I went 6 weeks without losing a pound, not 1 pound, and I exercised. I was diligent in everything that I ate, and I was exercising all the time. I was walking almost 4 miles, and I didn't lose any pounds, and it lasted for 6 weeks. And you know, I'm sure you feel that little bit of, you know, being disheartened. But everything.
Are you upset?
I'm going to keep my mouth clean because we're on TV, but...
Are you upset?
Yeah, man, I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
I'm pissed.
But you lost all those inches.
Right.
But to me, in my head, like that number, like I know I'm losing the inches. I can feel that in my clothes. But like, I feel like I want to cry because I think I would feel different if I would have cheated. Then, okay, yeah, I cheated, I gained. But like, I have changed the whole way I eat. I do not feel hungry. I haven't had a soda, like nothing. No, I just asked you tonight, when is it safe for me to try pasta? I've been craving pasta. Like, you know, I did branch out and do different things this week. Okay. So now I'm thinking, okay, do I revert back to that week 1, week 2, where all I had was like chicken, nuts, my yogurt? Like, I don't know.
Okay, well, a couple things.
I'm angry.
Angry. Is our life coach, Deb Trey is here. Not yet, Deb. I'm going to have you come up, okay? Because Deb is in the audience, and I'm going to have Deb come up to deal with these feelings, because these are real, and this is what happens with people who are on a weight loss journey. You're going to go up. You're going to reach plateaus, but it's all about how you're feeling, and I'm going to let Deb handle that anger component. But let's just review, what did you eat? Is it possible you ate more salt, and this is just a retention of water? Did you tell us what kind of snacks you're snacking on?
I can say that I know, like last week I said, you know, I didn't drink any water that day.
You didn't
truly, I didn't have water last Tuesday. Remember, that was like my joke.
Right, that was your
I
joke.
truly have been trying to get in my water. And I noticed this morning, I said to my husband when I was getting ready for work, my rings, I take my rings off every night, they wouldn't go on. Like, even now I can't get them off. So obviously I'm retaining fluid somewhere. Mm-hmm. The only thing different that I ate this week, I did a lot of chicken. I did a lot of nuts, fresh fruits, veggies.
Salted nuts? Are you doing salted
nuts?
My
almonds are salted.
Are they lightly salted or
they are lightly salted?
Okay.
I did have Rich made turkey chili, trying to get more protein in, and the beans. I did buy a bunch of lean cuisines. I did not eat them because of the sodium content, and I'm becoming like fanatical over the labels. Like, if it's over 2.5 saturated fat grams per serving, I will not eat that food. If it doesn't have 0 trans fat in it, it doesn't go in my body.
Okay, good.
So like, I'm watching. That's why like I'm shocked.
Okay.
Like last week, I thought I gained because I felt bloated, and I lost 2 pounds. And right before I came here, I said to the girls, "You think I hit the 10+ mark?" And they're like, "You got this." And I'm like, to hear I gained ½ pound, like, I'm angry.
But all the inches.
But you lost the inches, so I have a feeling there's something. And without looking at exactly what you ate, and did you increase, how much water were you doing every day? What would you say on the average? What are you?
I'm getting about 8. I'm trying to think of my cup that I drink from.
Okay.
And I refill it 3 so probably about 8 glasses, which I should have more, but that's
okay.
Big for
8
me.
glasses is big.
And I'm trying to think. I know, Rich, you're here. Did I eat anything? I'm trying to think of different things I could have eaten. That
salting, increasing the salt, maybe.
Oh, I had it off their cantina menu, like the low calorie. We did have he had tacos. I had a taco salad, but it was from
That's just one. Okay, just one time.
That was one time.
Okay, all right. Well, let's pay attention to the salt for this week and the water, and maybe Deb will have some ideas for you on that. And plus, we have Jason's here tonight, and Matthew's going to be here tonight, and so there's going to be a little bit more information that you're going to get for that. So, any words of encouragement before you step off, Joanne, for how she's feeling right now?
Well, I told her
You've been there, right?
Anger's good. Like I said, that's 6 weeks when I would get on the scale every day, and I wasn't losing any weight, and I was purposely weighing myself every day because I thought I was, what am I doing wrong? But I noticed my clothes were fitting differently, and I knew that it was inches now and that it wasn't the weight. And you just need to own the anger. Just own it. And you're mad. Stay focused, but don't get discouraged. Don't say, well,
I'm sitting here in my head trying to think of everything I ate because I know.
Well, that's good.
Like I haven't cheated. Like I'm thinking, where could I have gotten this?
But it might just be a combination. So I really want you this week, between this week and next week, write down everything. Okay, everything that you're eating, so that we can look at it and see. Maybe it's not enough protein. Are you doing the plate that Wendy had said about half your plate must be fruits and vegetables? Okay.
Yes. And I am doing my smoothie.
Okay.
I am doing the plate.
And you remember that the peas are starch and lima beans are starch.
I haven't.
Potatoes
I've
are starch.
had corn, which is in my chili, turkey chili. I'm just trying to think of any other starchy things.
That's okay. Do not beat yourself up about this. You lost. If this is correct, and you lost 18 inches,
well, you
that is excellent, don't you think? Okay. Well, thank you, Joanne. Thank you. I'm very excited about your business. Thank you so much. We'll see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay the course.
Okay, Deb, Trey, I'm going to have you come up, our life coach, and help us out with a little bit of this anger, which you shouldn't have. So, and I know you didn't get hair and makeup done tonight, so we're pulling you out of the audience.
You're beautiful, Deb.
So you're always beautiful.
Thank you.
So she's upset.
Okay, first of all,
Real loud, you got to talk so that
sorry.
we hear you.
Honor the place where you're at. Honor your commitment to do this. And this is a lifelong process for you. So a half a pound, it's discouraging, but then again, you've lost the inches, which is so awesome and so cool. And you're a premenopausal woman.
Yes, I am.
I got to tell you that being a premenopausal woman, you're going to have those fluctuations up and down. And that's just the nature of the beast. And plus, you had mentioned briefly that you had a family concern going on. So that can be a little bit of stress, can also, inhibit your weight loss. So you want to just be kind to yourself. Recognize that this is just a lifelong journey, and you're not doing anything wrong. You're making this commitment, and this is a learning process for you. So you're going to find that, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't put the corn in the chili. Well, take that out next week.
Yeah, I'm not going to have any starch.
So, but you're
Even the salt. Did you use canned corn or frozen corn?
Richie's the cook. I have no clue what he puts in.
Canned corn, so that's high in sodium. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe.
So I can blame it on him?
If that makes you feel better.
No, I wouldn't do that. He's my cook. I'm blessed he cooks
You
for
are
me.
blessed to have that.
Yeah, he
It's
cooks all these
wonderful.
meals. So
God bless.
But
How can she push past the frustration that she's feeling?
love and honor yourself.
I do love the journey, where I'm going. I am noticing a difference in my shape, my weight, the way things fit, the way I feel. I feel
That's
like I'm now starting to realize that, I was a coffee junkie. Well, that's because I needed the energy. I'm literally down to maybe 1 cup of coffee. Like, it's a treat to come
Excellent.
here and stop at Dunkin' Donuts and get my coffee.
Excellent.
Just because it's coffee and I like it, but I don't need that for energy anymore. It's just, I think I would have been able to take the hit better had I cheated and gained.
But I even see it. I think when you watch the playbacks, if you look at episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and then you look at this episode, I mean, your cheekbones are getting more defined. I don't know how well it looks on the camera, but I can see here. Your chin, I mentioned last week, is coming out
Yes,
more.
it
But
is.
focus on those good things that are happening. And do not, from this week forward, do not beat yourself up.
I know.
Do
I
not-
put on my dream board last week, don't look in the past.
There, it's done.
It's done.
Just
I
because we
to
have the
move on.
show every week doesn't mean that your body is going to cooperate and go down in pounds every week just because we put them
and
on.
maybe it is a good thing I did, because you know what? It may be helpful to others on this journey who are watching. I mean, I hear from all of you all the time. So maybe this is good. Maybe somebody else will have gained this week.
Can you take your focus off the numbers?
I have to try to, but
I think
right now
that would be
I'm
very
number
helpful.
focused.
Okay.
Try to be just a little less number focused, because you are going to have the fluctuations. Know that you're doing the right thing. You're really working very hard at this. So back off from really focusing on that number, because that's all it is just a number right now.
Go on how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel great.
You feel great.
That's-
You have more energy.
That's the
Your clothes are
important thing.
fitting.
Mm-hmm.
You're not bumping into the steering wheel.
Nope.
You're going to find these changes. Your clothes are looser. You're going to go with, there's progress happening.
I had my physical Saturday.
Great.
Did great. Blood
Wonderful.
pressure, everything is great.
Wonderful.
He
Focus
gave me
on
the
that.
go ahead to, exercise.
So when she's feeling like this, she's got to immediately go to what's positive.
Yes.
Focus on the positive.
Yes,
What is
most
happening that's
definitely.
positive? What did I do? How did I mean, you've lost 9 pounds. Okay,
Well,
so
8.5.
So now 8.5, but you lost 9.5 pounds. I have a pretty strong feeling it's probably diet related with the salt content. Next week we're going to have a guest on who's going to be speaking about foods and GMOs and all of that kind of stuff that's going to help you too. So we'll get some ideas next week from our guest. So it just may be your choices. She's been watching the show and she said she has lots of suggestions for you and your choices based on what you've been sharing that you're eating and what you're not eating. So I think that will help you. And maybe I can get her to talk to you from this week to next week.
Okay.
Okay.
I just thought of something. I'm going to look when I go home. Try to, like my nightly snack, make it like, because that was part of my issue, the emotional eating and that nighttime eating. Every night before bed, I've been doing like my banana split without the ice cream. I've been putting bananas
Every single night?
every single night, 2 tablespoons of Hershey syrup, because I can do that.
2 tablespoons?
And I'm putting, that's a serving.
That doesn't mean that it's a
And-
good idea.
Well, Joanne can have Hershey syrup. It was her idea in the first place.
Some people are
Here's
giving.
Joanne.
I'm going to let Jason and Matthew handle that.
But
2 tablespoons of Hershey syrup.
on the bananas.
Can we go down to 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
But 2's a serving. I'm going to look at the sodium. Because it's that chocolate, and I've been putting my nuts on it. So I wonder if, since I'm doing that every night, if maybe that's my, because I didn't do that before. I was changing up my snacks.
You just started
But
that?
when Joanne said the bananas with the Hershey syrup,
That's,
but I'm not cheating because I'm watching. It has 0 saturated fats, no trans fat,
Okay.
it's just carbs.
Okay.
I'll have to check my sodium. I'm
Okay.
gonna.
We'll
figure it
see.
out.
We'll look at it.
No
Absolutely.
more.
Well, thank you, Deb. We appreciate
Yes.
it. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I have to get back here a little bit. Okay. You're going to focus on the positive. You're going to
Yep.
focus on the good things. You're
We're
going to
gonna go-
try
we're
to
gonna-
take the chocolate syrup down to 1 tablespoon.
I'm just gonna get rid of it because I didn't do it in the beginning until Joanne told me.
Well, you got to have a snack. Just try a little bit.
Find
I
new
think
ones.
Jason's going to have an idea for you for something chocolate too.
Maybe he'll put those implants behind my ears and I won't have to worry about it.
Well, it's a lifestyle change. We'll see. First, we're going to have our next guest is going to be Matthew Mitlis. Matthew, come on up, please. I'll introduce you in a second. Step out of the way. Matthew has a snack for you.
I just gained and you're giving me food?
Now, come on.
Is this, here, I'll put this
Yeah,
down here.
probably. Let me put that over here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
On the table.
Hi, welcome.
So Matthew is our yoga instructor here at R3 Wellness, and he is absolutely amazing. He gets my body to do things that are not anything I thought I could do, and it's really helping me tone and helping me lose weight. And he's not only here to talk about yoga, but also, how do you say that word?
Ayurveda.
I still have a hard time. Ayurveda.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda. So, what would you like to talk about first, yoga or Ayurveda?
We are going to talk about Ayurveda first, and it's spelled Ayurveda. So, Ayurveda directly translates to the science of living. It's a 5,000-year-old science. It dates back that far, and it's what many consider to be the sister science to yoga.
Okay.
Ayurveda, however, focuses less on, you could say, although yoga is a school of philosophy, we focus on physical postures many times, especially like in America. Ayurveda really focuses on diet and lifestyle. which is
Okay.
perfect for you. So, okay. The science of life, Ayurveda is based off of, really the general idea is to restore the balance of the digestive system.
Okay.
Because its theory is that all issues result from something that's wrong or out of balance with your digestion.
Okay.
It's based off of this theory where, over the years they've studied beings, like human beings, and they have come to recognize and place people into 3 different categories. They are called doshas. You're going to hear some funky words tonight.
Dosha.
Dosha.
Okay. How do you spell that?
D-O-S-H-A.
Okay.
And a dosha is really just, at its fundamental point, a combination of 2 elements and how they manifest in your body. So here I have some pictures. This is general background information, then we're going to how this works. First, I have a little skinny boy here. Should we name him?
We can name him
Matthew Mitless.
Matthew. Let's see if you can the camera see, Richie, how close do we need to be? Good? Okay, skinny boy named Matthew.
Okay. Take note. Skinny, thin features, dry, brittle, curly hair, maybe protruding joints, very cold a lot of the time. So you think you maybe know somebody like this already?
That's my husband.
Okay.
He doesn't have curly hair.
Let's move into, so this is called Vata. It's the first dosha we're going to talk about.
So within a dosha is Vata.
Vata is a dosha.
Tall, skinny person, brittle hair.
Yes, brittle hair. Those are physical characteristics.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into kind of mental things.
Okay.
So Vata people tend to be creative. They're very great at communicating with others. They're artistic. Many times they're spiritually inclined. They're sensitive and very charismatic. Okay, so just keep an open mind here. When we
Sounds like me, but I'm not a Vata.
We're going to see what we
we're gonna
all
talk
are.
about-
We're profiling all of us.
These doshas become out of balance throughout our life if we don't work to keep our lifestyle to our optimum health or our optimum dosha, which we are all considered one, even though we have a combination of all 3 of them. There's a dominant one.
Okay.
When Vata is overbalanced, there's too much of it in the body, the qualities could be very flighty or overly active, restless, fearful, or anxious, spacey, disorganized, and impatient. So people who are traveling a lot, running around, are doing 10 things at once, multitasking, those are all Vata increasing things. So
That's me, but I'm not skinny. So,
Well,
so we're finding a little bit of
yes.
each of us in our
Everybody
okay.
has a little bit of each.
Okay.
So this is he's the extreme.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Vata. Combination of air and ether.
Okay.
Next we have Pitta.
Pitta.
Okay, so what's different about him? He has a rectangle body. Not that these pizza people have rectangle bodies. They're very medium build, very strong muscle tone. So an average weight, they're kind of just median everywhere. They're also very fiery. Okay, elements of fire and water. So these people typically tend to have red or blonde hair. They sweat a lot. Their skin can be kind of oily. And just a medium build.
None of these people are sounding good.
These are all extremes.
Okay.
But just
okay.
it helps.
I was like,
it
I don't want
helps
to be
talk
that.
about
See
them like
his
that.
drawing in me next.
Okay. Pitta people are very highly intelligent. They're confident,
Oh, look at that.
courageous, funny, organized, and focused. Okay, now this is funny. We learn to laugh at things. Okay. Pitta people, when it's overbalanced, we're dealing with intense emotions like anger or aggression, manipulative people, even a little bit egotistical. So if you have a friend who skips a meal and they're hot all the time and they're really irritable, especially in the summertime, they might be Pitta.
So what do you say? You're Pitta.
Pitta people.
What can you do?
Yeah.
You're going to tell us what to do
Yeah,
about to fix it. Okay.
You're a Vata.
You're being really Pitta.
I know. With my
No, I'm
wife tonight.
Vata. You're Pitta.
All right,
We're going to have fun with it.
I know.
they're very fiery, which means they have a fire is the element of digestion. So they have a very fast digestive system.
Oh, I need one of them.
Okay. Well,
You
that's
need
what we're working towards, to find
You need
balance
more
in the
Pitta.
digestive system.
Okay.
Okay, Pitta. We're not going to focus too much on Vata and Pitta.
You drew me.
Today we are going to focus on Kapha.
Kapha. That's a nice
That's my name. and
That's a
another
nice name.
Okay, well, the Kapha has really, really beautiful qualities. It's a combination of earth and water. So these people are very
Oh, and I
compassionate.
am a Pisces.
compassionate, patient, gentle, stable, romantic, and also very accepting of others. So you can feel those qualities. It's a very downward flow, earthy,
Oh, good.
kind of chill. Yeah, it's very nice. Physically, we're talking about heavier bones, just a broader frame. They can be shorter than average or taller than average, thick, long, wavy hair, and really smooth skin. When kapha is out of balance, when there's too much of it, so this is where we're headed.
Mhm.
Just general symptoms. We deal with a lot of stubbornness or greed or attachment to objects, emotional eating, the fear of letting go of things, especially like
It's me. Letting go.
very habitual. So like you're so used to your habits every day and you don't want to break them. And many times there's like such a stubbornness that they don't even realize that this could be changed, or that like they could see something a different way.
Is that where cravings come in, where habits are
I
cravings?
imagine so, yeah.
Okay.
And very lethargic also. Like I actually personally have a lot of kapha in me. So like I want to take naps a lot. So things like that. So you feel like the quality is there. Okay. So today we're going to focus mainly on how can we balance these qualities of kapha, which because of the diet we eat here in America, like very salty, like this is going to be interesting. The tastes in Ayurveda, there's 3 of them that would aggravate kapha. Sour, salty, and sweet. So we're just talking about things like on a more of a level of qualities here.
They're going to aggravate someone who's
Yeah.
kapha?
Yeah.
When you say aggravate, what does that mean? Makes
It will
someone be-
make the quality of kapha more so. So it will
More
increase.
stubborn?
Yeah.
But then you also said it could make them more nice. No?
Okay, yeah, you have a point. So say somebody who is pitta or vata needed more of those qualities, they could choose to balance with a kapha increasing diet.
So eat lemonade? Drink lemonade?
Um,
Like drink something sour? Is that where we're going? Like
Yeah,
change
I
it-
don't think,
No?
maybe not
Okay.
lemonade, but yes.
I don't think we totally understand it yet.
Yeah, we
the
didn't get it
taste,
yet.
the sour taste will benefit like a different dosha.
Okay.
But not me. Or,
Yes.
It's going to intensify you.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay, with your cravings, it could intensify things.
Yeah.
Too sweet, too much sugar.
so I should
Could
just wire
intense-
the jaw now?
Okay. And sour. So, all right, here. Let's focus on the positive, right?
Okay.
The affirmative. The tastes that will help somebody who is kapha, who has too much kapha in them, is bitter, astringent, and pungent.
Ooh.
Now that's turning me off right there. And you want me to eat those things?
Bitter, astringent, and pungent.
Yes.
Did you
help-
say
will help-
astringent? I think is Stridex.
So,
Yes. Astringent is it's not a very common taste in our culture.
so bitter is coffee.
Yes,
It's
coffee is bitter.
chocolate without sugar.
Yes.
So dark chocolate is bitter.
Also, really dark leafy greens like spinach and kale.
I
That's
like-
all bitter.
I put that
So
in
it's
my
not,
smoothie.
yeah, so spinach,
Mhm.
kale.
Mhm.
So there are some things
Yeah.
that you like that are under that bitter thing.
Pungent includes lots of spice. Now, how do you feel about spices in your foods?
Richie always uses spices.
Okay, great.
Like
So,
cayenne pepper, you're using
All
like
that kind
chili
of stuff.
powder,
Not chili powder.
but cayenne, jalapenos.
Mhm.
Yep, and we're actually more talking on a level of not just hot spices.
cumin and
We're talking
all that
about
kind of
cumin, turmeric,
Okay.
coriander, all these things, because spices, which are very prevalent in like the Indian cuisine,
Mhm.
help promote the secretion of digestive juices.
Okay, so I need to spice it up.
Spice it
Spice
up,
it
Lisa.
up.
Lisa's gonna get
So you're already starting
Spicy.
to feel these qualities here. So if you're like sluggish and dull and like your kapha,
Mhm.
you need some spice. You need to think of like zest or
Okay.
dry, stimulating expression. Those are like
Okay.
some keywords for you.
What? Wait. Dry, stimulating expression.
Those are 3 different words there.
Oh.
So you need to be
So you're-
stimulated, dry, because, okay, part of being in kapha is the retention of fluids.
Okay.
You're
So
too kapha.
I-
We got the answer already.
I have a question though. You mentioned
Yes.
sour does not benefit somebody of my body type.
Right.
Yogurt
So
will not benefit.
yogurt, really? Because I have one a day. Okay.
sour.
So
And it's dairy, and
But-
dairy is, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no.
Yeah.
I wrote down yogurt. The sour, I put a lot of lemon.
That's not a sour.
That's
don't worry
not,
about that.
even though it tastes sour, it's not a sour.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Lemon's good. Did I answer your question?
You
Sorry,
did. I'm
that
sorry,
was,
Matthew.
That was a
Sorry.
quick, like I just know for sure that, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so before we move into food and how can yoga help to balance somebody who's too kapha, warm colors. Because kapha people tend to be, even though they're big boned, they're cold. They're just like, they have colder blood. You know, I get cold a lot. So things that are stimulating, like maybe you could wear red. These are very subtle things we're talking about, but it's qualities.
But what does color do? Does it like your psyche, like your unconscious
Well, think about, like,
mind
if you look at blue, it's like very cool and
calming
calming, but red is like, you know?
That's the power color.
Yeah,
power?
yeah,
Confidence.
Blue is calming, green is calming. That's why when
yeah.
I used to work in the operating room, when the scrubs were green or they were blue,
Okay,
so that they would be calm for the patients.
yeah.
That's why.
So maybe some reds or yellows or orange. Do you have a lot
You're
of
gonna
red in
get
your work?
spicy and
No,
you're gonna wear red.
Yeah.
New Lisa coming in.
My closet is blue, purple, and black.
While we have the transitional closet, you can go shopping for some new colors.
Transitional closet.
Okay, what else do I have here? Talking about stimulating, especially the tissues, there is something you can do every day. A dry massage on your
Okay.
skin. Now, I don't have silk gloves with me. Now, typically for other doshas, they would recommend doing it with an oil. It's called an abhyanga. Kapha people benefit more of a dry massage. So even if you had clothes on, really just kind of rubbing your arms, rubbing your shoulders, getting blood to flow and oxygenate your tissues,
Okay.
and it will feel very good.
Okay, so a dry massage.
Yeah, like maybe before you take a shower or something, just,
Move your muscles around.
yeah,
Okay.
move everything around, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so now we're ready to move on to, let's do some food and then we'll talk about yoga. Does anybody have any questions so far?
On
I know it's a lot of
dosha,
information.
Pitta, Vata. No? Any questions in the chat room? Nope, we're good.
Okay. A side note here is also these three images. Would you hold up, Vata, please?
Vata?
Bodies come in different shapes and sizes, and that's just how it is. So Vata here tends to be like the jaded perception that Americans have that this is beauty. And the truth is, when you're in optimum health, even if you're curvy or you're muscular or you're skinny and frail, you're going to be glowing. People are going to see right through whatever their perceptions are. You're going to feel beautiful. You're going to feel great.
So what you're saying is it's not about your shape or your size, it's about how balanced you are.
Correct.
No
Because
matter
some
what
people,
no matter what size you are, it's more
Right.
about the health, your overall health.
because
is-
what
is
would happen
balanced.
if we don't know, I can't determine what your primary dosha is. Kapha just might be your current overbalanced state. But if somebody who comes into the earth is kapha, they're just going to be rounder. Like, that's just it. They got, more
And
to
they
love.
can be very balanced and they can still be healthy. And
Correct.
Like, I know on this journey, when I drop my 100, I will never have a Vata body.
Right.
But I will be
Right.
happy in my body, but I will be
Right.
healthy.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
So, exactly. That's what we're talking about.
See,
Great.
I'm getting it.
You get it.
Yes.
Can you say it?
Ayurveda.
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 Yeah.
Ayurveda. I'm gonna
I'll
look
be
that up.
honest with you, Matthew. I had a box of books that I donated here tonight, and one of them was on Ayurveda, or however you say it. And I tried to read it, and it was too deep for me, but I'll
This-
dig it back out of the
This
box.
is deep. This is
Yeah, it
this
is.
Because I
different.
do remember reading about these, like, doshi or
Yeah.
dasha, and I have a lot of this kapha.
Yeah.
But once you know what you are, and tonight
Mhm.
what
And
you
you
did
I want
was
to take my book back.
Yeah, go online. There's plenty of quizzes online that can help to really be prescribed a dosha or constitutionalized. You see an Ayurvedic practitioner, they read your pulse and they tell you just like that. They'll tell you if your tonsils have been removed just from feeling your pulse.
right, and acupuncture does that too.
Okay,
So
cool.
that'll be great. Okay, yoga.
Okay. So, well, first I have a couple snacks for Lisa. That would be kapha pacifying.
Okay.
Can we start, please, with the khichdi? Okay, I don't know what kind of diet plan you're on right now.
I am watching what
There-
I'm eating.
There is a little bit of
Healthy
rice in
choice.
this.
No?
Will you?
That's
That'll
okay.
satisfy my
What do you have allergies to anything?
seafood.
There's no,
No
seafood.
seafood.
Yeah.
I double
Okay.
checked this earlier.
Okay, I can hold something.
Okay. Well, I think we'll just give her a little taste. All right. So this is called khichdi. Kathy has tried my recipe before. Well, it's a recipe I found online.
Tell them what's in it. Tell her what's in it, and
It
everybody
smells
else.
good.
It's very good. I've had it, and I don't eat things that I'm not familiar with. But in yoga class, Matthew brought it in.
And the rest is for you. So, okay, khichdi is a one-pot dish. It consists of basmati rice, mung beans, which are very potent blood purifiers, and like maybe 7 different spices.
Isn't it?
Is it good?
Isn't it interesting?
Yes.
Like you're tasting it, like what is this stuff? It's almost
This
tastes.
is good. Now tell me what's in this. I kind of heard like mug beet, and I thought I was eating a bug.
Mung, M-U-N-G, beans. If you want this recipe, it's on our blog. It's r3wellnesscenter.blogspot.com. My mom was like, oh, I don't know if she's going to like that.
No,
I
I
will.
said,
I
how you do?
We'll post that on our journey.
It's delicious.
On our Journey with Lisa page, so you can
Yeah.
get the recipe. It actually is very, very good. So why is that healthy for her?
Okay. Khichdi is, when it's used as a detox mechanism, have you thought about any kind of detox for yourself?
Now we're gonna have Megan's gonna come and talk about that.
Okay. Khichdi is a very good way to
We're-
prepare.
Hold on one second. We're hearing a delay. We're hearing the sound up here. So I don't know where it's coming from, a computer or something. It's feeding back. We can hear it. Thank you for turning that down. Okay.
Okay. It's a great way to prepare yourself for more of a vigorous cleanse. Now, let me tell you, traditionally, this would be eaten, and I've done it before, especially during the change of seasons, for 3 to 5 days. Maybe you start 2 days first. It's a mono diet. You eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack.
Could you do that?
It's very good.
It's a total protein. The mung beans are potent blood purifiers. They also help detox the kidneys. Turmeric in there is an anti-inflammatory spice.
Like turmeric.
Very good for you.
It has cumin seeds, which help secrete digestive juices. Coriander, ginger, a pinch of cayenne pepper, just a tad of
It's
salt.
not spicy to me at all.
Yeah.
But they have the spices that you mentioned, which are actually
Right.
good for her
Yeah.
kapha.
So we're talking here
Mm-hmm.
pungent. You have all the flavors in here.
It is
Pungent.
delicious.
The beans are bitter, with astringent. Like you could add spinach or kale to it.
So say Richie, who's my cook, is going to the store to buy these things to make this recipe. What section does he go into?
It's so easy. You just need all the spices, which is just like an
We
investment.
have them,
Okay.
right?
Mung beans and rice, and there's some onions in there because we're talking about pungent and
Right.
building up energy,
I've
right?
never even heard of mung
Maybe we can
beans.
share. Maybe everybody want to taste it. Maybe we can
Yeah,
taste
well,
it.
I'll
everybody's
share.
welcome.
It is
Okay,
delicious.
We'll pass
it
it around
really
at
is.
the end of the show for
Yeah.
everybody.
And
here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry
I'm
for
gonna-
those of you who are online. You can get the recipe online. We'll be posting
It
it
is.
by tomorrow.
Delicious.
Good. And it just starts, but okay, so let me just, why is this beneficial?
It's good.
It's beneficial because when the body has one thing to digest, it only has a certain amount of enzymes to produce. Over this period of time, its energy will be devoted to healing other ailments. At the same time, bringing your digestive system into balance, especially if you can schedule the meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, repeat.
So she did that for 3 days as a detox.
I think
Would you
it's
recommend
not-
it during this whole shift that she's doing to do
Well,
something
see,
like
this
that?
is it's a very,
Very, very
very,
good. Thank you.
it's a very gentle cleanse. It's not like you have to run to the bathroom all the time. It's nothing like that.
Okay.
It's really up to you. I think you're 4 weeks into it now, right? Or
This is the third week, right?
I think maybe it's time. Maybe you try it for just 2 days. I don't. I
Maybe
mean,
on a weekend, breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Just
It's really easy. It's a one-pot dish. All the ingredients digest with each other first, so it makes it that much easier on your digestive system.
That was delicious.
yeah, that's very good. Very good.
And can we have the tea?
The
and then
tea?
we'll move through the exercises quickly.
Okay.
Hold on, I just
This is
Starbucks coffee.
Oh my God.
Matthew, I haven't had a Starbucks in forever.
okay.
What makes you think it's Starbucks?
Huh? His thermos.
That is not. So this.
No, we're not supposed to say names, and that's all I've done tonight.
Unless they want to pay some money to advertise for us.
Okay, I made this tea before I came here. Oh, it's still nice and hot. This is a great way to. In Ayurveda, we want to be gentle. Here, I'll pour myself a little bit. We want to be gentle with the body, right? So these types of cleanses.
Is that clear?
Promote-
This looks like a clear tea.
Yep.
It does.
It's clear,
Some?
like
There's
water?
another cup. It promotes
It's a very light
wellness
smell.
and detoxes the body. This is hot water,
Like
1 teaspoon
Very
of
hot.
fresh grated ginger, and 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice. and you boil it all together, and then you strain it, and you have a tea. Sipping this throughout the day helps to relieve the body of ama, and that is built up toxins.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot, but it's good. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is when we say namaste or not now.
Namaste.
We do that at the end of
This
yoga.
is good.
Lemon.
Maybe
It's lemon,
Lemon
and
and
ginger.
ginger. Fresh lemon juice. And you can taste the spice of the ginger in it. It's a little heating, probably feel a
You
little
can.
warm.
I love this.
Now, when you say
Mhm.
sip on it all day, make a pot in the morning and just like
Yeah,
you
keep
can
it in
drink
a
it when
thermos.
it's cool.
Yeah, thermos.
4 cups of water, yeah.
Yeah.
Sipping
It's
it,
really hot
sipping
one
on
day.
it all day will just
Mhm.
burn away
It is
toxins
hot.
in your body.
You
Yeah.
can taste the ginger very lightly. You can taste the lemon very light. And where is this recipe on the blog as well?
No,
We'll
it's from
post
my
it on
book.
your
Right,
journey
yeah.
page.
Okay.
So yeah,
I've had that before, like ginger tea, and
yeah.
it's
Very
potent.
good.
It's just
Look, I
a
have
little
new
bit of
foods
potent.
to eat this week.
You got new
Yeah.
things to create. Good.
You may be the reason for my weight loss this coming week. Oh,
We'll see.
Matthew.
You're not going to focus on the number.
On
You're
my
going to focus
inches.
on the feeling and the inches. You good? Thank you.
This is good. Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna shift quickly to yoga.
Yoga.
I know I'm probably short on time.
Okay.
Yoga is a way to build the connection between your body and mind. These two sciences really they inter-are. So can we take just Vata for example? Remember the flighty Vata person,
Is that the thin
skinny
one?
very
The
very
thin one,
skinny
real
and like
skinny. Okay.
multitasking all around.
Okay.
Could they have a lot of body awareness? Well, just from my experience of teaching and like looking at the bodies that come into my classes, people who tend to be Vata, like I could say put your right foot in front of you and they won't move their foot. Like something as clear as that. And this is totally normal. It's not weird or anything. It's because we are in our heads. We live in them. The practice of yoga brings your consciousness into your body so you can start to feel things on a level of quality. Yoga would be great because obviously the stimulation from the exercise, and we're going to get into some therapeutics in a moment, but just growing the connection to your body when you can eat those bananas with chocolate sauce,
Mhm.
and as you grow your awareness, you might one day think, this is not serving me. The banana is sour and sweet and heavy and kind of dull and cold, and I think I need something else. That's just an example. Maybe that not
You
be
just
right
made a
now.
banana not taste good.
I know. I'm thinking it's happening here. This is good.
Good.
This
Yeah.
is good.
Okay.
Or yogurt because it's so sour that it's just gonna.
And I
Uh,
had that
just-
for breakfast.
Okay.
So I have to change that.
Every day you're doing yogurt?
for breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's got to change
Um,
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get into a routine to
Mhm.
keep
Can
going.
you do egg whites and spinach?
Yeah, I
can
can
you
do
do
that.
omelets?
Richie can get up a little earlier.
What's really good is a quinoa porridge with just a
We
little
have
bit
quinoa.
We got
Okay.
I tried it.
quinoa.
quinoa. What
porridge.
is it? What did I make? Put some dried cranberries in because they are astringent, right? Quinoa. Just try to if you have to use milk, like if you don't want to switch
Use
to almond
almond
milk, you can do almond milk a little bit because not still very oily, or even goat's milk because it's more astringent and it's less like sweet like cow's milk is. Some cinnamon, and I'll get through the recipe.
Quinoa
but that's a
porridge.
great way. Quinoa
Post it on the
porridge.
page.
Okay.
What can
So-
she do for yoga?
Yoga.
Now, I'm embarrassed to do yoga because I am overweight. Do they have yoga for pudgies?
Yoga's for all bodies.
Everybody's body is welcome in yoga. Everyone's body.
Yes.
No, because I'm sure there are a lot of people in my situation. I know that there are that would like to try it, but we're afraid. Can we do like
Okay.
Can you do like a pudgy people's class?
Yeah. Okay. Yoga is we're talking about learning about your body, correct? So it's about working within the boundaries of your body at the current moment.
Everyone in our class is not a Vata. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
So
we
I'm in
have
the
a lot of
class.
kapha in the
We
in
have
the
a lot of
class.
kapha already in the class.
But all doshas are welcome.
All doshas. All doshas are welcome. We're going to speak in a new language by the end of this thing.
Okay. There is a really cool breathing exercise that I want to teach you. It actually targets ama in the belly fat or toxins.
Okay, so it's gonna break up the
It
fat.
might look a little goofy. And I will say right now, this is contraindicated for those who have high blood pressure, glaucoma, detached retina, and some other things. So be very careful and please practice it under the watch with the teacher. We're going to start. I'm going to do it first. It's a simple, forceful exhalation through your nose, and you do it so you can kind of feel your lower abs whip in. So if you go, can you feel that? You go.
Are we breathing out or breathing in?
You're going to breathe out through the nose and just feel a gentle, like a press, an upward, inward lift. Yeah. Are you ready?
Like you're gonna blow snot.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it's
it's
tissues.
There's tissues, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. But yeah, I get it.
Okay, it's called the skull shining breath, Kapalabhati. And okay,
Everybody in the audience must practice this with us.
Yes.
I want to hear you all.
unless you have a contraindication.
Unless
which
you have
I
a
talked about.
contraindication, and especially online, unless you have a contraindication.
Okay, so
High blood
watch.
pressure was a contraindication.
Close your eyes, and just for this one moment, do it. Feel that nice exhale again through the nose. Come right here. Yeah, good. Yeah, now try
I
to
feel
keep
like
it-
a cough.
Yeah, a little bit. It's gonna feel.
You're
like
pushing
cough.
out through your nose.
Yeah.
Don't push your head, just
Yeah.
your,
Now
just
try
your air.
to let it come from the lower belly. Yeah, you're getting it. So it's a practice. You're actually reconnecting yourself to these deep core. It's called the transverse abdominis.
So you want us to pull in our lower abdomen
Yeah, it's
as
like
we're
a
pushing
snap.
out, so it's like. So pull your
Correct.
stomach in as you do it.
That's it. That's it. We don't want to work around too much, but that's the idea. And I'll just show
You're gonna
you.
love to watch this back.
I'm getting dizzy now.
Yeah. Just breathe normally.
Yeah, normally.
You start with maybe 5. And just goes. It's a passive inhale. So after you exhale, the breath returns into the lungs. We go. And then you return to normal breathing.
So you were breathing in during that. I don't know if everybody could hear that. He's breathing in and then breathing out, and breathing in and breathing
Yes. It's called the Kapalabhati breath, and it energizes you. You can get your heart rate up just from breathing. Isn't that cool?
out. So when should she do that? How many
Maybe in
times
the
a day?
morning it'll help you wake up. Do you know what will also help you wake up? The next posture. We're doing lion's pose with just the face.
Uh-oh. You're going to love this one.
We are going to
I'm not-
stimulate the
I
thyroid.
feel like I'm high now. Can you wait a minute?
Yeah, just
Take a deep breath.
Yeah,
Cleansing breath.
good. Yeah.
Makes you feel dizzy.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't want to do it. Yeah, you don't
Be
want to
very careful. Yeah.
Okay.
Too many times.
Can you stretch your face real high and stick your tongue out like a lion?
On TV?
Yeah. We're talking stimulation
Go, Lisa.
and expression.
What do you want me to do?
Stick your tongue out. Exactly.
Like a lion.
This stimulates the thyroid gland and stretches the face. Does it feel good? You feel blood going into your face? Rub your
Do.
face a little bit.
Rub your face.
neck. Yeah.
Oh, Richie, look out when I get mad now. What's it called?
Lion. Simhasana. Oh, this is fun.
Simhasana. Be a lion.
Sim-
And what does that do? It stimulates your thyroid? What
Yeah,
else?
You
stimulates
can
the
feel your
thyroid.
tongue stretch.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many times do you stretch your tongue a day?
Yeah.
Did everybody in the audience try? Come on, let me say.
Let's all you do it.
The inner lions are coming out.
I see some lions, and you breathe out when you do
That's
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
you could feel these muscles really engaged. Yeah, it's great.
My
Okay.
heart is really like moving here.
Yeah, just
Take a
good.
deep breath.
Take a deep breath. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Next is a seated forward bend. Can we move this table
Nope.
up?
No,
Okay.
You can't move it.
Let's move the chair a tad, so maybe we can
You
face
can't
the
move
chair.
it. You can't move the chair
We're
either.
stuck into this
Okay.
for the
Yeah, for the
camera.
camera.
All right, there'll be plenty of room.
Okay.
Okay.
Lisa, can you put your feet on the floor?
So I'll move up on the chair.
Good.
Okay.
And then
there you
just open your thighs a little bit apart from each other. Good. Now take a deep breath. Close your eyes. And as you exhale, just take your forearms to your thighs. Yep. And just start to hinge over. And gently breathe. Good. And just go as low as is comfortable. You could even lower your hands to the floor if you can get there. Good. And soften the forehead down. Good. And see if we can hold right here. Pull your lower belly in just a tad and breathe. We're talking seated forward bends here, which stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest.
Oh, they talk about that in my menopause book.
Yeah. Breathe, soften. These forward bends stretch the entire spinal column, even the hamstrings. You feel it in your hips a little bit?
Yep,
Yeah.
my lower back.
So gently start to roll up one vertebra at a time in the spine. Let the head lift last. Keep the eyes gently closed. Let your head float up. Notice how you feel. How you feel? Do you think it affected you in any way?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Just his voice is making me relax because that's the voice that I hear in yoga class when he's walking.
Now, when
through.
you're down there
Um,
bending over, are you breathing normal or?
Breathe just
like,
nice and
just
slow.
normal.
Because
and
I was
deep.
like taking a breath in and then
normal.
release.
Yeah,
so just
because
breathe like we're talking.
that's the nature of the
Mhm.
forward bend. You'll just
Mhm.
feel it.
So you can do that at your desk when you're feeling stressed. Just bend over.
We walk around like
Yeah.
that all day.
Yeah, and it's really great because we're sitting, like, everything gets really tight. So you open the legs a little bit, it stretches the hips as well.
Mhm.
And we're going to do a seated twist now. Ready? So find a nice tall spine.
I gotta put my feet on the floor.
Deep breath in. Think of pressing the top of your head up to the sky and lengthening down through your tailbone. Yeah. And then close the eyes. And as you exhale, I just want you to think of keeping the hips steady where they are and start to twist towards the right side of the room by rotating from the back ribs.
Do I keep my arms still?
So you're going to eventually twist your right hand. You can place it on the chair behind you maybe. Yep.
Just like this?
Yep. Good. Even if you put it on the arm, it might serve you a little bit. Yeah, good. Yeah, breathe. Now, focus on inhaling to lengthen the spine, and exhaling, you can twist a little deeper. Maybe you can even start to look over your back shoulder. Good. Keep breathing. Can you soften the shoulders away from your earlobes a tad? Okay, so twist, stimulate digestion, and help just wring out the organs. Like, it's so logical, but it's something that we really don't do. So go ahead and slowly transition, go to the other side.
So people who have a lot of problems with gallbladder or gas and things like that can just
So-
do this
Yeah.
twist.
Then I-
the
Inhale,
other way.
find a nice tall spine, and then start to spin around spine like in the center axis. Yeah, and then soften the earlobes from the shoulders, or the shoulders from the earlobes. Yeah, see that? You can probably see that on the camera.
Mhm.
Breathe. Yeah, maybe the shoulders can participate less when you breathe in, and instead you can focus on maybe a gentle expansion in the lower abdomen. Yeah, and then slowly unwind to center.
See, that's what yoga does. That people think that yoga is just sitting there meditating.
I
Going,
could go to
"Hmm."
sleep right now.
Right, but that's when you're done a yoga class, you feel your body is being put into positions that may not feel comfortable because they're new, but when you leave, because of the way he walks you through it, you're very, very, very relaxed. So we do yoga here on Monday,
Like,
Wednesday
I feel like
evenings,
I'm all open now.
and
Wow, yeah.
that's exactly where
Well,
you
when's
go
the last
to.
time you moved like that? Like, has it been a while? Like a twist like that, or it's something
You
that's
don't
very-
norm-
Exercised in years.
You don't
Matthew.
you don't normally
Yeah,
do that
no.
kind of. That's why yoga is just so freeing because you do
Yeah.
have that feeling afterwards.
And it's not just exercise; the mind is involved. So you're paying attention. Could you describe like how you're feeling now in qualities? Are you feeling lighter, maybe?
I
Or
do. I feel
uplifted?
lighter. I feel taller.
And these are things
Um,
that are pacifying kapha.
My breathing's easier. Like I don't feel like.
Yeah.
That's probably how. If you're like me and I sit all day like
Mhm.
this, just sitting with I usually hear Matthew's voice in my head saying shoulders back, put your shoulders into your arm sockets, and it helps you to sit up. So we're just about out of time for you. We're a little
Yes.
bit over. We still have another guest tonight. So any other questions for Matthew?
No,
No.
thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I hope it
So
helps.
Matthew's here
Thank you.
Monday, Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesdays at 5:45 to 6:45. Saturday mornings from 9:45 to 10:45. It's more of a vigorous yoga class. So
Saturday
people-
mornings.
When is the next beginners for like me?
Monday and Wednesdays 5:45.
We're
You're
still
welcome to
everything is level, so you can come in at a level that's up here, and you just adjust. He'll just have you adjust for it. But if we have interest in other times, we'll certainly add it. If people say I can't get there by 5:45, we can add a class at 7 o'clock. So please let us know at Journey with Lisa. So thank you, Matthew.
join. Thank you.
Oh, good.
And Matthew, will you please share this so the audience can taste some?
I would love to. Should we wait for
Thank
the
you.
end to do that?
You can do it while we're on next with our next guest.
Bye.
Thank
That
you.
was really good.
Thank you.
And my
thank you.
tea is delicious.
And the tea is good. Our next guest is our acupuncturist, Jason Winner. And wait till you hear the things that Jason has in store for you. So
You didn't bring any needles.
he has
did
he has a treat, and he has some needles.
I
so-
brought a treat for you too.
you
Watch
did?
out.
We'll let you that tease you for a while.
Okay, there's a treat in there. So, how are we doing on our audio? Do we need to speak up or make any changes? We're good? So Jason Winter is our acupuncturist here. Jason, you've been doing, they know each other. He has stuck her a couple times. You've been doing acupuncture for how many years?
16 years.
16 years. He started when he was a baby.
Well,
Jerry
it's
Lynn.
toddler.
I'm only kidding. A toddler. So, how can acupuncture help with, let's just not even talk about weight management. How can it help with overall well-being and any chronic illnesses? What does acupuncture, it's probably easier to say, what does it not help? But what does it? Just give the people that see you most often are for, I know, chronic pain.
Yes, most people come for chronic pain.
And what else?
A lot of anxiety disorders. I see a lot of autoimmune disorders, psychological disorders, neurologic disorders. Basically, as an augmentation to what they're already doing through Western medicine.
Okay.
You know, kind of picking up the end.
Complementary. So you have Western medicine and.
Well, I'd like to look at it more of adjunctive.
Okay.
You know, so that it's not just complementary, but really interweaving and integrating with one another to complement each other.
Okay.
But coming out as a whole.
Okay.
You know, to actually be more than the sum of the parts.
Okay. So what about weight management? So you're talking about metabolism, right?
It can.
Okay.
Many people ask me all the time, you know, is there an acupuncture point for that? And honestly, no. There's no magic point that's going to make pounds melt off your body.
Because we would all be walking around with needles in our ears and.
Wait a
I'd be
minute.
driving a Rolls Royce.
I thought there's seeds or something you can implant behind the ears.
Well, we'll get to that. But it's not a magic,
Pill.
you know,
Not
melt the
gonna work.
pounds away thing.
Right. Right.
Everybody wants a magic pill or potion
Yes.
that's going to, you know, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'm a supermodel.
Right.
And
I need
there's-
something to jumpstart.
but you've already done that. Once you've started, you jump started.
I
There
have.
is no magic, anything anywhere that anyone can do that's going to be miraculous.
Okay.
There are points that we can help bring your body to its highest functioning possible, but we
Okay.
can't go beyond that.
Okay.
Just like there's no such thing as a smart pill. People are only as smart as they are. We can't make them any smarter. But we can help people to...
He's like Italian. Okay. Because keep your hands calm, because when you do that, the screen goes like this on the thing.
Sorry.
You have Italian in you? Like we do.
No, that's the one thing I don't have.
That's one thing Lisa and I have tried not to do on here is
That's
talk with our hands because it gets distorted on the video. So what kind of things can help Lisa as far as acupuncture?
Well, one thing that we can do, and you were talking about the seeds in the ear.
Mm-hmm.
They're not seeds in your ear.
But
Can you explain what that is?
they're actually traditionally vicarious seed.
Really?
Yes, and they're just a tiny little seed that you tape to the ear.
Okay.
A lot of people use stainless steel pellets.
Okay. And do you wear them like for a couple days?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. I'm going to actually put needles in
Okay.
today. It's very common.
You've had needles before.
I know, and we know what I go through to get them in. Oh,
It doesn't hurt.
I know it doesn't hurt, but still, it's the anxiety of. But I'm a big girl.
Deep breath. And you're going to do this
You're gonna
on
be fine.
live internet TV.
You try
Okay.
to keep the screen story.
I thought you were just gonna put.
The little seeds in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's not as dramatic.
All right.
Oh, we're going
what
for-
fun would
he
a
wants
web
to
show
get-
I
be
know,
without
and you've
drama?
done it before, Ami, and after all the screaming was done, the needles were long in
So
me.
one of the things that it does is to help calm you down.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing points that help to regulate the sympathetic, parasympathetic systems,
Okay.
so that you're not all on edge and anxious, that you start to calm down.
So if you're going to do like a 5-minute treatment or whatever, and I don't know when you want
You
to-
can't do a 5-minute treatment.
can't do a 5-minute. Oh, okay.
I mean, these needles have to be in for a minimum of a half an hour.
You're going to leave him
I mean-
tonight for half an hour?
Well, for demonstration, we'll leave them in as long as we can.
Oh, okay.
But in
Okay.
reality, when you
Oh, okay.
do the ear,
You're
it's
just gonna
at
show right
least a half an hour to an hour.
Okay. Okay.
Many times when
I just meant for tonight, you're
For
just
ton-
going to do a couple.
Yeah, I'll
Because if
just
you
show
wanted to stick her now so that while we talk.
we can do that.
You want to do
Will I
that?
be able to talk?
Yes.
Why would you not be able to talk?
You can
I
talk.
know, we talked before.
Okay.
All right, let's get this over with.
Okay, so
Come on.
and I brought a little, so I don't know if you can see there, but these
You
are
can hold it up.
a little picture that I stole from a textbook. Don't tell anybody. Copyright infringements. But what?
He's joking, Kathy.
It's from a textbook. I'm not sure which one. Okay.
So are those points that I'll be pushing on at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Jason, you're not going to mess my hair up, are you?
Oh, absolutely.
It's okay.
Are you a righty or a lefty?
I'm a lefty.
Makes it easy.
So a live acupuncture treatment. Can you have her turn towards the camera a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, Lisa, turn your head.
You want me to scream now or later?
Anyone in the
Where
audience
are you
who does
putting
not
this
like
right here?
How
needles who
high
may...
pitched do you scream?
Jason, you know you did it before.
And these needles are very tiny.
I know.
It's all to help you relax.
Here it goes.
Oh my gosh. How horrible was that?
Looks like
She didn't scream.
Yeah.
Can you show them to, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera, but how tiny?
I didn't feel it.
Okay.
I feel it now.
So I don't know if you can see. They're little, very, very, very teeny. You want me to come closer? Tell me where. How's that? Down, down, down. Good? Okay, very, very tiny. And she's not
In my
screaming.
face?
Relax.
Is it in?
Yeah.
So it's hard for the
Get
people at home
yourself
to
all
say,
excited.
calm down. You're not going to use this one now, right?
No, no.
Because I touched it.
I have a.
I think that's enough, Jason.
We got one more.
And what is it that she's going, what is the effect that she's going to have?
Well, I'll explain that in a moment.
That's a tender spot.
That one
And it's
hurt.
very.
That's a very,
Can I move my
I've had that.
head?
Yes, you can move your head.
Watch, you can turn, move, up.
Don't, Jason.
So
You're
we're
not
doing
gonna be
this.
hurt.
We're doing this to calm and
Everything's
relax
very
you.
comfortable.
It
Relax.
really didn't hurt
You just have yourself.
You're just
worked up.
nervous about it, and you were anticipating.
because I hate
Yeah, that-
needles.
Yes. Is that good? Oh, we'll take the one.
And we'll put them the others in there.
Got it.
So the needles that I'm using today are.
My face feels heavy.
Your head feels heavy.
My face.
Your face good.
Relax.
Is it supposed to?
There's no supposed to's. Just
And
experience. You still have a little smile going.
you can open your eyes.
So
You can talk.
one of the
You can
Three
talk.
of the-
Move your head. Relax.
Mm-mm.
she'll start relaxing in a minute.
Okay.
The points are to help relax. I also added one point to help with hunger and cravings.
Ooh, chocolate.
Another point that I used actually is to help stimulate the pituitary gland.
Okay. Why do you want to stimulate her pituitary?
Because as we get older, the pituitary tends to not secrete as much human growth hormone.
Why do you have that look? Is there one that's hurting? Because if it's hurting, he doesn't want it to hurt you. He'll take it out. Say if it's hurting. Lisa,
Nothing should be
come back. Nothing should be hurting you.
Nothing should be uncomfortable.
Is anything uncomfortable? Say it, because people at home are going, oh my gosh, there's something wrong. Talk. Talk. You can talk. Did you take away? Lisa cannot talk.
You can giggle, but you can't talk.
Richie, what do you think? Lisa cannot talk. Stick a needle in her ear and she won't be able to talk. Is your lip numb? She's concentrating. Is it painful?
Mm-mm.
Well, then talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Talk. She wants to curse at you, I think, and so she can. You can take him out. You want to take him out?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Why
Yes,
not?
you can talk.
I'm afraid to open my mouth.
So you just did it.
See? Okay, get rid of the fear. Take a deep breath. You can open your mouth. You just spoke. Let's walk through this. Lisa, open your eyes. Look at me.
I'm fine. I go through this all the time with needles. I know. It's fine. It doesn't hurt. Honest
Okay.
to God, everybody, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
It's me. I have
Okay.
an issue with needles.
Okay. You don't have a
And
needle.
you're-
Let's pretend you don't have a needle
On
in
You're
my
your
working
hand
through
because I'm breaking out in sweat.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
We did this before.
We did it
Okay,
before,
all right.
and everything came out fine on
It
the other
did.
Okay.
side.
So right now it doesn't hurt. It's just your anxiety. Your
Yes,
the main
I
side.
have had a fear
Okay.
of needles since I was a child.
Okay.
It's all in the mind.
Okay.
It does not hurt. I'm in no pain.
Okay. Let's do some tapping like Barbara said, where you tap here. Even though I have a fear of needles,
Even though I have a fear of needles,
I totally
I
love
fear them no more.
I love and approve
It's
myself.
gone.
I totally,
After what I went through last week,
I totally accept myself for who I am.
I
Even
totally accept myself for who I am.
over here under your eye, even though I have a fear of needles,
Even though I have a fear of needles,
I totally accept myself for who I am.
I accept myself for who I am. I have a question for Jason.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Like down like the neck,
Mm-hmm.
like it feels like heavy. Like this part of like my muscle feels heavy. Is that normal?
That can happen.
It's relaxing.
We describe it as, the chi is doing what it needs to do. Sometimes
And chi is energy.
chi is energy. They call it the obtaining of the chi, where sometimes it's a heavy sensation, sometimes it's a dull sensation, sometimes it's numbing, sometimes it's electric. But we know it's working.
So you have no pain, but you feel the chi moving, and the chi is
Mhm.
good. Okay.
And every now and then it feels like a little in
Yes.
this one spot in my ear.
That's fine.
Mhm.
As long as it doesn't hurt.
No, I'm
As
in
long
no
as
pain
nothing-
whatsoever.
You should not be uncomfortable at all,
I'm not.
other than what's going on up in your fear of needles,
Hmm
which we'll get you over to.
Even though I have a fear of needles.
Even though I have the fear of needles, I fear no more.
So we can not only deal with helping with the cravings, but we can also help with any underlying health issues that may be driving the overeating or the weight gain.
And how do you know? You also, I think Matthew alluded to it, you can check her pulse.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're checking someone's pulse before an acupuncture treatment, what are you feeling for? What is it telling you?
Well, basically, on the pulse,
It's probably going
we
to-
actually feel 1, 2, 3 positions
Mhm.
on both sides
Mhm.
at 3 different levels.
Okay.
And we measure not only the speed, is what in Western medicine they're more concerned with, but the shape of the vessel itself, the way the blood feels moving underneath the fingers,
Okay.
the pressure behind it, the how far out through the skin does it push,
Okay.
and
So is it pulsing out or not? And what's
Yeah.
that telling you
it tells us the state of each internal organ
on your pulse?
on
On your wrist, you can tell the state of organs.
each individual internal organ.
So you can feel her pulse right now. What are you getting? Can you tell us what he's getting?
Sure.
Okay. Can you describe what you feel and then tell us what it means?
So actually on hers it's a little rapid right now.
Mhm.
So, and by definition, rapid pulse is more than 4 to 5 beats per her breath. It should be normal with that, but I measure it from mine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
normal should she be doing 4 to 5 beats for her own breath.
Okay.
But I measure it from mine because in theory I'm healthy.
Okay. Okay.
So when I'm measuring it, I'm thinking
Towards
is it
yours. Okay.
towards mine, but normal it should be hers. It
Okay.
should be 4 to 5 beats per her breath.
Okay. So we
It's
know she's
normal.
a little anxious. That's why it's a little
Right.
high.
And it's
Okay.
a little warm in here.
Okay.
It's summertime.
Okay.
Naturally, it should be a little higher.
Okay.
In the wintertime, naturally, it should be a hair slower than that.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good.
And it's a little depressed,
Okay.
which doesn't surprise me because she was talking about how she needs the coffee for energy.
Okay.
It just tells us that she's not producing enough chi.
Okay.
And by that, I mean not digesting foods properly enough to extract the chi from the foods to be converted into the chi that she needs.
Can you change that with acupuncture?
Yes.
Or is it changed?
Well, we can augment the function to be able to do that. We
Okay.
can't magically make energy appear.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of
So you
times
would
people
put-
talk like that, but
Mhm.
what we're doing is improving the digestive function to extract nutrients, and glucose, and the proteins from food so that the body can assimilate them and use them correctly.
So you're going to put the needles, if you were doing a real session on her
Mm-hmm.
for the digestive issue, you would put them where? Somewhere else?
They would be all over the body.
Oh,
I mean, not all over, but
but not necessarily in your stomach.
no.
No. So even though.
We could. There might be a case where we need to do that,
Okay.
but it's all individualized, case by case, person by person. Now, what I do on her would be completely different from what I would do for you if I were treating the same thing,
Really? Why?
because you're 2 different people.
So you're really sensing. So each person's.
Exactly. We don't
Treatment.
treat disorders or
You
diseases.
treat,
We treat the person.
based on what you're feeling in the
At
pulse.
that moment, not only that person, that ailment, but that moment in time, how they're presenting.
Okay. So you will put needles in different places for
Right.
different things.
So if 2 people came in with a headache,
Mhm.
they probably would have 2 different, entirely, maybe similar, but tailored to each person.
Okay.
And what's the average number of needles a person gets in them?
That depends on the practitioner. I try to keep below
How many
10.
do I have in me now?
You have
Do you want to
5.
know? You have 5.
I do.
5. You do. And she's smiling. She's smiling. Can you turn towards the camera? I just want to see if they can see. I don't know if they can. Can you see
I don't
the
wanna
needles?
fall.
No, not too much. Okay.
Do you want me to move up?
It's okay. Maybe Matthew can get a picture with your phone so we can post it on the website. get some pictures.
And there is.
You can look back and see him.
And anybody can look up what is called the NADA protocol for acupuncture with addictions, which this isn't, but it's similar.
Okay. So you're saying addictions to like the cravings to
Well,
the chocolate?
Well, for any cravings.
If this is like an addiction, it talks about in the spiritual weight loss book, you know, like they compare it to like people who go to Narcotics Anonymous, you know, the drugs, AA, the alcohol. They said, you know, basically, you know, overeating is an addiction too. Where alcoholics use alcohol and people use drugs, we use the food.
To feel
And the
better.
junk food, yes.
To feel better. And are you working on that? As far as needing the food to feel calm, needing the food to make you happy? How's that been going?
I think I'm so used to not having a soda and the junk food. I have to say, I don't miss it. I really don't.
Good for you.
I made
And that's
joke,
3 weeks. You're not used
you know,
to it.
like
You did it before to say you're not used to it. You mean
Right.
in the past 3 weeks?
the past 3 weeks.
You're not, because before she was very using a lot of junk food in
Oh,
your diet.
Junk food was all that I ate. I mean, healthy. I can't tell you the last time I ate healthy.
Good.
So the other night, Sunday, I felt hungry, but I filled myself up with fruit, nuts, vegetables. Even Richie now's been having like a milkshake every night, and I have not touched that ice cream. I even went to the store and purchased it for him. And I thought, wow, I'm going to get myself a sweet treat. And I'm looking at the gelatos, and I'm reading all the label, because I've become a
And you
label
said, I'm
fanatic.
going to make a better
And I,
choice.
nothing.
Good
I
for
did.
you.
I
How about
lucked
that
out.
for a better choice then? Excellent, excellent. Did you bring a better choice for her?
I did.
Yeah.
You're going to be very surprised. However, I forgot a spoon, so if Richard, can or somebody
We've
just grab a spoon?
Yep.
You know where they are?
Islands.
Because I had heard that you have this thing for chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You're trying not to look?
No, Matt's taking my picture.
Oh,
Oh.
and I'm serving my head in the way. That's because I'm plate heavy.
You got it. We have a spoon coming. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Now, I want you to try it first, and
And
then
then-
I'll tell you what it is.
And it has no
This
seafood
is
in it.
actually completely vegan.
It is chocolate.
It's chocolate.
Wow.
It's a
This
chocolate
meat is on the
pudding.
inside.
We'll tell you what's in it. I tasted yesterday, and I said, oh my gosh, Lisa, you're going to love it. How good is that?
I want to share, so I'm not going to put my spoon back. But when you all taste it, please just like dip your spoon in and leave the rest for me.
So tell her what it is.
Is there cherries in it?
Nope.
Cinnamon.
There is a little
I
cinnamon.
taste cherry and cinnamon. Okay, tell me.
It's chocolate avocado pudding.
Doesn't that sound delicious?
I want to put this side part of my spoon
It's
in.
complete.
Go ahead.
It is
no
delicious.
double dipping.
It's
it tastes,
very
doesn't
simple.
that taste
It is
like a very
delicious.
decadent, thick chocolate pudding, doesn't it? So tell us what's in it. Avocado.
There's,
Rich, are you writing this down?
and what I like to use is an overripe avocado.
Very, very
Okay.
soft. You mean
Right,
soft.
that soft where
So when soft, like how soft? Like-
soft like when that one that you wanted to make guacamole and you
Stop,
cut it
I have a
open.
question.
Yeah?
My arm's starting to itch.
It's okay.
Is that normal?
Well, scratch it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. if
No,
it's
it has nothing. No, it has nothing to do with that.
Like I'm feeling like pins and needles and a little itchy. So I'm like, okay, is this
No,
all that
it's not
shape?
that.
No.
Okay,
That was
all
probably
right,
your
go ahead.
anxiety before.
All right, go ahead.
So like I said, and then you open up and you're like, oh, it's just a little too much for guacamole.
Too soft.
Too soft or
Okay.
too mushy, or it starts
Okay.
to get the little dark color.
That's how you want
That's how I would like, because it's still,
Okay.
it starts getting sugary
it. Okay.
and sweet,
And what do you do with it?
that in a blender.
Okay. A whole one?
I did,
How many?
for this recipe, I did 2.
2? Okay. So
Two
and how
full.
much did that make? 2.
Just under a quart, I think.
Okay. So you might want 4.
2 of the ripe avocados, almond milk,
I use that at home.
and enough of that to thin it down till you have the right consistency to where you like it. Some people like a little thicker, some people like a little
For your
more.
pudding.
A little vanilla extract,
Have that.
a little bit of cinnamon, and this is all to your personal taste. You can play with it. Dutch processed cocoa powder, and a little bit of raw sugar or whatever sweetener you want.
Stevia, if you want to use that, Truvia and all that. You want some water?
I'm gonna-
It's very chocolatey. That's
This
what's
is
making
delicious.
It's very rich.
It's very rich. That's what's
And
making
you
have
can't,
that
it does
little-
not taste like avocado at
It
all.
doesn't taste like Jello pudding.
We're gonna let everybody get some taste. So I know if you wanna, we'll pass this around. I tasted it yesterday. So we have
When we
some.
come for dinner, can
we
you
have
make that
some-
for dessert
some other
too?
things.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm fine.
you good?
Yeah, I did this the first show too. I coughed.
No, it's the
No, I think there's
chocolate.
a little something in the air because I'm feeling a little.
Okay. So
I
what
have
else?
allergies, I
And the
can't
and cravings. So
So we can help with the cravings,
Okay,
and that's
with
the acupuncture, especially with the ear acupuncture is very good for that.
mhm.
Like I said, they use it for all kinds of addictions. This isn't the actual NADA protocol. I augmented a little for just for her today.
Okay.
So you know, I'm a baby.
No, it's very specific, 5 points. You know, they're very specific about what they do, and you know, I'm not going to infringe on any of their stuff. But like I
Okay.
said, they use that
Okay.
in many different applications for addictions, anxiety, and a lot of different stressful situations. If
You
I were
okay?
treating her,
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
just to calm down.
Calm that you're like zoning out.
Yeah,
there.
you can see it.
You're like,
her endorphins are really starting to release.
It happened last time when I did this. I was
How
like,
did you
oh,
feel afterwards?
Oh yeah, afterwards I went home and like. Felt
Yeah, so sometimes you get
Okay.
a little, you know, you
Okay.
come up and then you come down.
And then you come down.
very relaxed.
But if I were treating her, I would do a full examination, of course, and get to the very root of what's going on and treat her whole body.
Okay. Okay. Any questions for Jason? You're all zoned out now.
I
He's
am.
got you zoned.
Very
And that's what
relaxing.
happens
And
after
that's-
acupuncture, after yoga. You're very relaxed. So we did lots of relaxing
So
things for you
We
tonight.
did, and I tried a lot of different things.
Mhm.
That was delicious. I could see myself doing that for my
And you
snacks.
have to remember portion control. You can't eat
I've
in a
been-
gallon
I
jar.
know
of it.
I've been doing very good with portion control.
Okay.
I could see me doing the what was it called, mug beans?
Kitchery. Kitchery.
Do that.
New-
The tea, I drank all that tea. It was delicious. So these are new things for this week
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, I can do.
The stretching,
The stretching,
the focusing not on the number and on
Mhm.
the results that you're getting,
because
Good
I am
things you're
getting good
feeling.
results.
right? And the new things. So this what we said. This is not a diet to lose 100 pounds. This is a lifestyle change. And when you change the things that you were doing before, and you in 3 weeks to already cut out the
I
junk
have
food.
not, I mean, like, I keep saying it over and over because I think I'm still in shock myself.
Mhm.
Like, not a soda, not even a diet soda since the 14th. Not a candy bar. I'm like the candy bar queen.
Excellent,
Like, going.
because you're focused on
I mean,
the
and,
change.
and it's not hard. Like, I really do not feel like I'm hungry or that I'm being deprived of anything.
Why do you think it is? Or is it that you're focused on the task, or you're focused on the journey, or you're focused on the goal? What is it that's focusing you?
I think, I mean, like, I know I said I want to lose 100 pounds. Yes, I really do. But I'm trying to stay in the moment and stay on target. And it's like, I just can't describe it until, like, you try it, but I truly have energy. I don't feel sick. I feel healthy. I mean, we'll have all my blood results this week, but even the doctor couldn't get it. He noticed it right away.
Mm-hmm. Good.
You know, Rich has been having his ice cream and stuff, and I haven't even said, oh, let me taste it or try it. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore. But you have to, like Joanne and Linda said in that very first show, and you have to eat something every couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, you know, like you just said, you know, portion control, sometimes a serving, I can't even get through a serving. And I love chocolate, so my little Hershey's is like my treat, but
Mhm.
now I think I found something, could dip my banana in it.
You could. You
Mm-hmm.
could. And the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Every other night.
And this is, I have to tell you, this will count as my water, correct, Matthew?
I wouldn't
not
say
really.
that, but I think you should sip on that throughout the day.
Sip on it throughout the day, but it doesn't count for water. Water has to be water. No mineral water, nothing.
Yeah, but it's
just water. Well,
It's-
so is iced tea just water, but it's
It
not.
is.
It has a different,
Okay.
but I don't know that it can count for your
my
8
water.
glasses. 8
This
glasses
is very good.
plus that.
Okay.
Yeah. With kapha, you also want to keep in mind. I know you're on like your own specific thing, and like professionals are telling you what to do. Kaphas hold a lot of water, so sometimes they don't require as much water. But that
Okay.
doesn't, like you play with it, I guess.
Yeah.
See how you feel.
Right. See how you feel. If you feel like you're floating, like you said the one week it was too much for you, listen to your body.
Yeah, like the one
Listen to
week
your
I
body.
literally felt I was floating. Last week I felt so bloated, and this morning, like all the water I drank yesterday, and then I couldn't even get. Even now, like my,
Yeah.
they're tight.
And that may be the sodium.
Mhm.
Can you help with the retention?
Yes.
Do you need to put another needle in? Or not
I think
now?
she's had enough needles.
Okay.
I know how she is.
Okay.
She's at her
Knows me
limit.
well.
Yes, you're well. You're good. You're
Um,
good. Any other questions for Jason or anything else you wanted to add about acupuncture in general?
About acupuncture in general, not necessarily, but for her, and I think for everyone, I don't want to try and sell this being the answer. I wanted to, respect that it's a tool.
Mm-hmm.
If it works for you, fantastic, go with it.
I have to say,
And try to pick the tools, because we're presenting
yeah.
a
Lots of
huge
tools.
And they're
array.
all going in my tool bag. And if you haven't watched the series from the beginning, go back. Last night I sat and watched all of them again, and there's things I picked up new out of each one, and just the tools. When I watch the shows, I sit and I take notes. I have all these things at my disposal and in my toolbox. And when you try to do a little bit of each, it works.
Right. And that's what we wanted to do. That was our mission with the show, was to explore your journey with you and also bring in the tools and the people that we have available here at our 3 Wellness Center. And again, you're not getting paid anything for this.
Nope.
You're not getting paid anything to be here. So it really is to help educate people on the tools that are available to you, no matter what journey you're on, for better health, for weight management, for any kind of chronic illness that you may have. There are tools that are out there and things that you may not have considered before, like yoga, like acupuncture. So
Pick the ones that work best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about what worked for other people.
very important.
Like I said, you come in for a headache, you come in for a headache. It's going to be 2 entirely different things.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
I love to
people
when
are
I just say,
different.
Jason will say, what's happening today? I say, well, my neck's bothering me. I have a little stuffy nose, and he just puts needles wherever he puts them, and the stuffy nose is gone when I leave. It's that amazing. Sore throats are gone when you
And
leave sometimes.
just like Matthew was saying, there's different types of people that get
Mhm.
different Ayurveda. Same thing with acupuncture. It's the same thing with exercise.
Mhm.
If jogging was the answer, everybody would go jogging.
Jogging.
But me, I can't stand it, so I do other exercises.
I have to ask you, what did you do this week for exercise? Did you walk? What did you do?
Well, we have this girl at work. She is all of 100 pounds. So I put her on my back. Okay.
No, you
And-
didn't.
Yeah, I did. And Colleen, if you're watching, you can attest. And I, like this,
No, you didn't.
10 times.
Oh,
Wow. Like, what are these squats?
yeah. They're
All weekend. Rich, my back hurts. My chest hurts.
I don't know. That was a form of exercise that we
So,
recommended.
I did
To you.
it. And the girls were like, Lisa, we thought when you got to 5, because they were all like counting,
Uh-huh.
Miss USA or whatever.
Mhm.
They thought when I got to 5, I would stop, and like I made it to 10.
Okay.
So I was like, and now the doctor gave me the go-ahead to exercise.
Did he give you the go-ahead to put a 100-pound person on your back?
This was before my appointment.
Okay. We didn't
Saturday.
give her the go-ahead to put a
No,
100-pound
that was my exercise. But this week, now that I feel much better having his permission and having my physical, Rich and I are going to start. My mom has a walking trail. That is the goal.
Good.
I would like to try a yoga class. I don't know if I'll have time before our next show, but I think what I'll do is pick a date that I'm at the class so that way other people like me can come.
Sure.
We're all like-minded,
Sure.
not that we're all like-minded,
Sure.
but we won't feel uncomfortable.
Sure.
Because that is a big thing that we talked about in show 1. How people who are heavier, being around people who are skinny, it's uncomfortable sometimes when you're in that, like aerobics or whatever. So yeah, good things are happening.
Good.
It's doable. And again, I thank everybody for all your support on the Facebook page. I've met a ton of people. I did some more reading from the spiritual book last night, and it talks about these emotional bricks. So that's the next phase of this. You know, like this fat, you know, they're all bricks, different types of emotions. So we'll talk a little bit about that next week.
And break them down. You want to take the needles out now?
Absolutely.
And
Did
then we'll
anybody
be done?
in the audience have questions for me?
Well, we got to get them out now.
And they're coming out.
We don't have to. We can leave them in.
You want to leave them in or you want to take them out? We're going to end the show. How did everybody like the avocado pudding? Did you taste it? Yes?
And we have
Was
some
it
questions.
amazing?
Did somebody have a question?
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
question.
How many times would you have to come for a treatment?
How many times would you have to come for an
Is that one okay?
acupuncture treatment?
Yeah.
How many times would somebody
I
have to
can
come?
feel them coming out. They were in deep. How big is that?
They're
needle?
not in
Definitely.
deep. They are not in deep. They feel like they are, but they're
I
not.
want to see how big they are. Oh, that was all the way in me?
No, it wasn't.
Are they all out?
Yes.
They're all out. Not a drop of blood.
No
Oh,
blood.
thank God I trust you, Jason.
Everybody can trust it. So how many times does someone have to come for an
Well,
issue?
that depends. For the issue, again, it depends on what we're taking care
What
of.
the issue is?
For something of this nature,
Come back in camera.
I would recommend, coming as often as you need it until you are in control of your anxieties, and then just come, to keep that at bay.
Once
Like
once a month or something. But sometimes
Yeah.
most people start with you every other week, every week.
Well, usually
depends
once a
on,
week,
depends on what they have.
unless they really have something going on, then it's 2 times a week. But
Right.
I rarely see people that are in that much of a situation.
Your ear's still there.
I know, I'm just feeling it.
There's
There's
no
no
blood.
lumps or bumps,
There's no
no-
No,
blood.
it's normal.
It's
no
normal.
blood, look, no blood.
No blood. We don't-
I don't know if we asked.
They were
did
in maybe a millimeter.
Okay.
Did you have a question
No,
before we go?
Anybody in the chat room had questions for anyone tonight?
No chat room questions. All right. So thank you for everyone who joined us here this evening. Thank you for Lisa for continuing to share your journey with us. Thank you to our guests, Jason, Matthew, Deb Trey for her return, and
Thank you,
Joanne
guys.
from the Transitional Closet. Thank you, everybody.